Michael real quick, and we do want to get you down.
That way, real quick, they don't get you there. All right, so just stand on the side for a second. Good to see you. Go ahead, hurry, go, hurry.
Well, sorry.
What are you doing next, Mike? Just for France.
I got Hell Ride coming out in August that I did for Tarantino and Larry Bishop. It's a motorcycle picture. And I played an Irish American prize fighter in a film called Strength and Honor.
Right.
That's trying to be re-released right now, and I'm trying to lose my bad guy tag and trying to get away from playing villains. And I don't know if this picture is going to help that, but it is a story of redemption, and I had a really good time making it and working on it. And I'm kind of amazed that this many people showed up here tonight, and it makes me feel good. And I'm very fortunate, very blessed to be in this industry and to be able to do what I do for a living. And whatever it is that's making that happen,
Did you talk to vice cops in making this? Did you interview a couple or talk to them?
I've played cops in movies before, and I've spent a lot of time talking to cops. But the thing is that when I was a kid, my father was a firefighter, and all of my dad's friends were Chicago cops.
Right.
So all the time there was cops in our house that were my dad's pals, and so I got to know them on that level, which is completely different than when they're in uniform. It's a tough job, it's a dirty job, it's a hard job. My hat's off to them, and I try to do them some right in this film. So a lot of stories can be based around police and what they have to do, and it's an interesting subject. And
What was the one thing you learned about vice cops that you didn't know before?
well, I think it has to do with conscience, and I think the story is about conscience. I think it's about redemption, and that's what I tried to bring to the story. I did that for the story, and I did it for my dad's pals.
What was the toughest part of the shoot, the movie?
Don't fire me.
Making a picture is always long hours,
Right.
and because I had so much to do with it on a production level, I had to be around an awful lot, and it was tough, but at the same time, I feel lucky to have been able to do it. So I wouldn't really say any of it was tough. I mean,
What was
look,
the most enjoyable part?
a lot of people in this world that are doing a lot of things that are more tough than what I do.
What was the most fun part, the most enjoyable part of making the movie?
Being able to work with Andre Sekula again, who was the DP, because I did Reservoir Dogs with Andre, and he's the director now. And I asked him to shoot the movie for me, and he really didn't have to do it because he's a director now. But he came in and did it. And every time I looked up and saw Andre, I knew I was going to be all right. So
How about Raul? What was it like working with Raul?
Raul is a fascinating guy. He's a great director, and I mean, he wrote the screenplay. If you can work with the director who also wrote it, it's always a good combination. And I had a good time with him. I mean, he's very wise and he's very collaborative. He let me do my thing and whatever that is, and I'm grateful to him for that.
What was it like working with Daryl Hannah? We all want to know that.
Daryl's a fascinating creature. She's a beautiful girl, and